A Republican lawmaker in Wyoming proposed using firing squads for executions. Wants to bring back the old firing squads. And he said the reason he's in favor of this is because the lethal injection drugs aren't really available anymore. It's State Senator Bruce Burns who's pushing for it, and he says that he proposed the law because the gas chamber was too expensive. What a fiscal conservative he is. You know, when we're killing people, we should do it in a fiscally responsible kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And get this, quote, the state of Wyoming doesn't have a gas chamber currently, this is what he said, an operating gas chamber, so the procedure and expense to build one would be impractical to me. I consider, frankly, the gas chamber to be cruel and unusual, as opposed to shooting you in the face, which is just dandy. So I went with firing squad because they also have it in Utah. Good to see that you thought through this here. And again, they say the only reason why there's even discussion about how to carry out the death penalty is because European companies have stopped making the lethal injection chemicals because to them the death penalty is a thing of the past. You know, a majority of the countries in the world have banned the death penalty. I mean, the U.S. is on like a list of a group that you wouldn't want to be on for anything else, like Pakistan and Yemen and shit like that. So now some states have gone in an even worse direction, which is they've resorted to using untested, unproven chemicals for their lethal injections, which is like a nightmare, because how do you know that the person's really dead? How do you know that it doesn't take like an hour and they're in like excruciating pain and they have the locked-in syndrome shit where like they can't say anything but they're in pain? I mean, it really is just some crazy shit that you wouldn't expect to happen in the United States of America. And look, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're going to have the death penalty, which I don't think is constitutional, I really don't. I mean, the Eighth Amendment protects from cruel and unusual punishment. And if you want to use the literal textbook definitions, it is cruel by definition to kill somebody, and it is unusual by definition to kill somebody because, again, a majority of the countries of the world don't have the death penalty anymore. So it's clearly a violation of the Eighth Amendment. But if you're going to have the death penalty, yeah, I actually think the firing squad would be the most kind. I know it might sound wild, but I'm just thinking for me. If I had to be killed and I had to choose the way to go, I mean, of course, the best way would be give me a lethal dose of like morphine and I'll just drift off while I feel like I'm going into a pleasurable sleep and then you die. Your heart stops, right? But if, yeah, putting that aside, the choices of like the gas chamber, lethal injection, or this, I'm going with firing squad all day long, man. Fuck that. That's the first thing that I'd go for. So in a weird way, it's like, I guess for being kinder than other Republicans, I guess you could say he gets credit. But I mean, it's all bullshit because, like I said, the death penalty is unconstitutional. Eventually, I think it will be found unconstitutional. It's just a matter of when. And also, remember, even if you are in favor of the death penalty in theory, which I am in theory, I'm totally for the death penalty. If there's some dude who killed 15 kids and tortured them and ate their intestines, I mean, we covered stories on this show that would make you fucking lose it. I mean, people who, they have no hope of rehabilitation whatsoever. There's one guy who would stab and kill kids and would ejaculate as that happened. That's the only way they could get off sexually, is by killing little kids. Ridiculous stuff. So in theory, I'm for the death penalty. But the thing is, the theory doesn't transfer over into reality, and you can't be in favor of it in the real world, because the death penalty always gets innocent people. The system is made up of humans, and even if you convict one wrong person, which we've convicted way more than one wrong person, guess what? The death penalty just committed murder. And if you want to be consistent in your logic, then you have to give the death penalty the death penalty. So it would be gone. I mean, life in prison without the possibility of parole is probably even harsher. A lot of people might see getting killed as a way out of the suffering. You make them suffer more behind bars. That might be an upside for a lot of people in terms of getting revenge. So that's probably the way to go. But either way, it's just weird that a Wyoming senator in the year 2014 bringing up a bill to bring back the firing squad.